Hi, I'm walking along an old pilgrimage route, which I do quite a bit. While I'm doing this, I podcast, do little solo shows, get some ideas. And I'd like to just tell you about something that, if you're sort of in the Tunbridge area, that I'm doing, which is a form of teaching which is really based on like a masterclass aspect of things, if you like, a sort of coaching thing to do with guitar and performance and all that sort of stuff. And it's the key findings that I've had through the interviews that I've done on the podcast and years of teaching musicians, the sort of secrets of what helps you achieve and become a unique musician. So follow the links below if you're interested. I had a really brilliant art teacher when I was at school called Roy Sparks. And Roy Sparks said that one of the most important things about being an artist was to every now and again go and recharge your batteries. And that wasn't to do with the skill of painting, but just getting the experience of life. Because if you don't do that, you've got nothing to say. And I've always sort of kept that in mind, because that is such brilliant advice. Often the things that we need to stand out as great musicians is some sort of character, and that character comes from just experiencing life. So for all you bedroom guitarists out there, you might get technically very good at being able to do some twiddly stuff, but you've got nothing to say. So if you want to know more about how to transform your playing, then it might be an idea to connect with this link below. So what is it that makes certain musicians stand out? I would say it's not just technique. If you want to be a great sideman, session player, and be able to play for lots of different people and play for shows, yes, technique, ability to read, ability to learn songs very quickly, and also be the sort of person that's a team player. But if you want to stand out as an individual and create and craft your own stuff, there's some other skills, and they sort of lay sort of inside music and outside of music, if that makes sense. And this is something that I've made a study of over all the years I've been teaching, actually, but particularly within the realms of sort of NLP and all the psychological stuff. So if you want to learn that stuff, contact me. I've interviewed quite a few outstanding musicians, and the interesting thing with all of them is how unconceited they are, how they quite readily will admit that technically they're not the best, and that they have friends who are better than they are. That seems to be quite a theme. But the thing is that these people stand out, and they've got something to say. I interviewed Joe Sam, the bass player, works with a number of people, including Incognito and Sister Sledge. When Prince died, it was a bit sort of like, well, who do you sort of turn to now to see who's ahead of the curve? And I think that's the thing. We need to get ourselves to that point that we've got something to say.